Pull up.
Hey, this is the pull-up show. We still got the key in the door.
Welcome back to another Tony and Tony All Things Podcast. Pull up edition, baby. Pull up on
baby.
me.
Pull up.
Pull up on me. Pull up on me, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So, on this episode, we are going to be talking about the Chicago Bears versus the Minnesota Vikings. What a game. Minnesota winning 27-24. I guess before I even start the leadoff question, I'm just going to let you know how I'm feeling and how the rest of the Bears are feeling.
No.
That's where we're at right now. I'm sorry, I'm not like Lee Carso, so I'm just going to pull up these like little pictures. That's where we at. This keeps up, then we're going to have like the frown. It's going to be from sad to anger. The most interesting thing about this, I don't know if we ever going to get to a smiley face. So, but we'll get to that. So I guess my leadoff question is Caleb Williams already showing signs of being just another Bears quarterback or bust?
Let's start off with this. It's hard being a Bears quarterback. Your head coach changes or the GM changes or the offensive coordinator changes or you have a whole new offensive line. It's like Caleb Williams, he went 210, 21 of 35, but a QBR 63.8 is not good at all. Right. He also rushed for 58 yards on 6 carries and had a TD. And on paper, it seems like an average okay game. If we saw this about Jalen Hurts and they won, we wouldn't be having these type of questions. This is a Jalen Hurts type of game.
Right.
Like, this is a Jalen Hurts typical type of game. But for the Bears, you need to do more.
Yeah, these are Cutler numbers.
Yeah, it's like if he's on the Eagles, oh yeah, he's winning the game with these numbers.
Oh yeah.
He's winning a perfect game. But for the Bears, it's different, especially how they lost. You cannot be up versus JJ McCarthy. And I've been saying this since last year. JJ McCarthy is not good. I will keep saying that. JJ McCarthy is not good.
Yeah, you said it during the game.
Like, he's not good. I will keep saying this over and over. He is not Vikings caliber good that they need to win games. They played against the Bears who had practice squad players. They had a practice squad player guard Justin Jefferson. So I'll get back to the question. Is Caleb Williams becoming another Bears quarterback? I believe so, because the Bears never have one piece together at any time. Something, either the head coach is gone, GM's gone, or new offensive line. There's nothing solid. Nothing solid.
Yeah, it's almost like something that Chris Tucker said in Friday. You know, it's either you got the Kool-Aid, but you don't have the sugar. You know, you got the ham, but you don't have the burger. There's always something missing in it. There's always something missing. And that's just how I feel about the Bears. And so, I don't know. I think I won't say a bust, but one thing that give it a couple more games. Right now, he's just another Bears quarterback. They drafted high, and But the thing that I'm seeing, just with him scampering around, it's like, yeah, he started off the game great. He went 10 for 10 on his passes, but the way he's moving in that pocket, it's almost like he's like a squirrel that's trying to run across rush hour in Chicago. I mean, he's just all over the place, you know, and it worked. He was able to get away, but I think a lot of times the thing that's on him is he used to hold the ball a lot last year.
Yeah.
So now I feel like he's trying to process this like, "Oh, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Okay, I need to get out of this pocket. I got about 3 seconds." And there was a lot of plays where people were open. He just didn't pull the trigger. And then when he did pull the trigger, when people were open, it's almost like he's firing the ball like super hard. It is almost like all these analogies just coming in my mind when I was just seeing it. Just like he missed someone right over the middle when they're like close to the red zone. It's almost like he just fired it wildly as if he's trying to pick off somebody on third base or something. And you're just like,
Yeah.
what is going on here? I mean, he's just missing critical plays that we need. If he could make the connection on some of those plays, I think we could have came out with the win. But this was just, to be honest, it was just embarrassing. He looked like the player who didn't play all of last year, and this was his first start.
Yeah.
You let JJ McCartney come in here. They're going over the history when he was 5 or 6. He goes to his first NFL game there at Soldier Field or whatnot. And the Bears are playing against the Vikings, and the Vikings win that game.
Yeah.
Here he is starting. This is like a Hollywood movie that's all made up. I mean, you can't paint a better picture. And this was the night that we celebrated Chicago 1985, the Bears, the 85
Uh,
Bears when they won the Super Bowl. We celebrated on that night. And to lose this way, just embarrassing. But other than that, what was your biggest takeaway from this game?
JJ McCarthy is not NFL ready, and I'm just gonna say this right now and here.
He looked at against the Bears.
We're talking about the Bears who beat themselves.
That's true.
This has nothing to do with JJ McCarthy. I mean, this man he targeted Justin Jefferson 7 times. Justin Jefferson has 44 yards. Aaron Jones Sr. has 44 yards. On the day, in the end, JJ McCarthy went 13 of 20 for 143 yards, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, a QBR of 52.6. That's not good. That's not
That's
good at all.
that's
When
true.
you're going to go play better teams, especially with the Bears having a practice squad from their team, from the Vikings team, guarding Justin Jefferson, and then you got their D lineman off the practice squad in the game for the Chicago Bears. It's like, okay, that's cool and all. And the whole time, I mean, the whole time until literally late third, early fourth quarter, JJ McCarthy is boxed. I mean, I'm sitting
Right.
there just like this kid isn't ready.
Right. Right.
And then out of nowhere, it's like you go back to the Bears and like you said, open receivers, possession catches. And I gotta say, I'm tired of seeing screens in the NFL.
Oh,
I'm so tired. There's
yeah.
not many teams that can run a screen anymore in
That's
the
true.
NFL. I've
That
seen
is
someone
so
get blown up on the Cardinals. Olave got blown up. The Panthers, that happened to them. The Vikings, same thing happened to them. The Bears, the Giants, the Commanders. You're playing the best of the best
right.
defenders. They're
Right.
gonna jump that every time. They watch film. These are not some college kids who gonna come out there and just think they're good because they're good. These people watch film.
Right.
You
It's a
you only
wasted play.
Yeah, you only play 15 teams or my fault. You play 31 teams in the league, but you play the same teams twice in your division. So you're only playing 8 different teams and you're playing the same teams
Right.
twice. So
Right.
it's like they know what you're gonna do. They know Caleb Williams needs to get the ball out. They know that needs to go down. So
Right.
I'm not gonna harp too much on Caleb Williams because at the end of the day, this is a Bears system where it's like we're calling bad plays after a first drive. Caleb Williams still is not hitting people in stride or on the money. And like I kept saying, JJ McCarthy wasn't ready, but at the end of the day, it's like the Bears gave the game away.
Right. He got the win. I mean, I'm looking at the O line not knowing the count, offsides, moving, and they're looking at each other like, what was it on one or two? I mean, you can't have that. And
I mean, good grief, 12 penalties for 127 yards.
yeah, I mean,
Like,
this was just terrible. It's I think the other thing I started thinking about, I was like, okay, wait a minute. So the Bears have a new coach. They have a new defensive coordinator who used to be head coach, I think, of the Saints.
mhm,
A new offense. I mean,
yep.
this is offense guru. Great offensive players. And you put that all together, same results. Same results. And I think that is why I can't blame the fans for booing. You know, even though this was the first game of the season, but the fans are saying, we expect more.
Yeah,
You know, we got all this stuff in the news about trying to get a new stadium and trying to work all of that stuff out. Forget the stadium. We want great gameplay. We want wins.
yeah,
Give us that first. Then we can talk about the stadium. So I
yeah.
just think that the Bears are not putting a great product out there, and it, it's frustrating to lose to a team that went with the rookie quarterback. And then on top of that, I think it also says something. I give credit to Minnesota. I forget who their quarterback was last year, but they won over 10 games.
Oh, yeah, Sam Darnold.
Yeah, Sam Darnold. They went they won over 10 games. And they decided, okay, Darnold, thanks, but here's your walking papers. We're giving the team over to JJ.
Yeah.
And look what happened. So I don't know. I it was hard to watch. And to be honest, I ended up turning the game off towards the end.
Oh, yeah, I
I
left I
mean,
left as soon as it was over.
yeah. It's like, okay, I'm just like some of the fans. I'm walking out of this while I can.
Yeah.
Um, I just think Caleb looked more like Rex Grossman than Patrick
Mm,
Mahomes. Now, that would have worked back in the day because that's when we had the Lovey Bears, the Lovey Smith Bears,
yeah,
because they had the defense. It was about the defense. Only thing we needed was a quarterback that didn't blow the game for us.
or turn it over.
Right. And we just didn't have enough push on the offense. Defense was terrible. I know we had, I think, 3 players who were out. It just wasn't a good look for opening night. A Monday night, everyone's glued into this game
Yeah.
to see this. It was just embarrassing. So, yeah, I think the Bears needed to get booed. Um, One thing that I did see that I thought was kind of interesting, they talked about Ben Johnson on the telecast, and they were saying he's the type of coach of no nonsense. He's the type where you're talking to him, he can just easily just walk away if he doesn't like what you're saying. And I started thinking, okay, that's all fine and dandy. But if you can't get players in the right position, if you can't select the right players to be part of your 53-man roster, all of that ancillary stuff that you do that people talk about, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Bear country, only thing we care about is wins. A great product, win. We have to win our division. We
Yeah.
had a easy win. I don't say easy, but we had everything in our favor to win this game, and we just gave it away.
Now, granted, this is a top top 5, top 3 defense in the Vikings.
That's true.
So, I mean, in just that regard, there's a lot of promise, a lot of potential that you can see out this game. But like you said, it is kind of scary when you see Caleb Williams looking like a rookie quarterback and, scrambling, doing all that stuff.
Bless
Excuse
you.
me. It just makes it hard. Makes it hard for your team to have confidence.
Right, and it's like, what is this team's identity?
Mm,
The Bears have always been they had the identity of defense, smash mouth, you know?
mm,
They had that. We don't have that. When we
right.
had Lovie Smith, we still had the defense because he was a great
Mm,
defensive coordinator when he was also with the Tampa Bay, Buccaneers. So you still
right.
had the defense, but the offense was we get off the bus running. So that already tells you we're gonna pound the ball, and our defense is gonna be there to keep the score down low to give our offense a chance. I don't know what is our identity on this team.
Right.
Definitely it's not defense. It's like we put everything heavy to give all these weapons around Caleb, and it's more of last year.
Yeah. And I guess the thing I would ask you is, what do you believe you want to see for this next game? Are you done with the Caleb train, or do you still have some hope inside of your number one draft pick?
I still I still have some hope. My only problem is I didn't like what I saw him in the pocket. It didn't seem like he was comfortable. I understand Minnesota has a great defense. It was just kind of squirrely there for a while. It's like
Yeah.
he's still, and I know he's not trying to be a gunslinger, but he sees someone open and then yeah, I'm not going to throw it. Let me get this shut down or let me try to run. And with this type of team, and you have DJ Moore, that's going to get frustrating.
Mhm.
I mean, they're beating their defensive backs wide open, and Caleb is not getting them the ball. I think that's going to lead to more problems, as we saw last year when we saw DJ Moore on the sideline, sort of crashing out. So
Mhm.
I guess to answer the question again with the Caleb, I'm going to hang in there with them. But as Lovey would call it, what the first quarter, I think was that the first 5 games or whatever, he called it
Mhm.
like the first quarter of the season, and just see how does he mature into this new offense. I love the new wrinkles that Ben Johnson was doing by putting in an extra lineman on the line. I thought those were great packages.
Mhm.
I think we just got to better execute. And then one last thing I say on this, the running game. It just seemed like we're just because I remember you pointed out, it's like he's just running. He's just running straight, and it's like he's trying to hit the hole, but he's just running into the back of the lineman.
Mhm.
Every now and then there's a quick little juke here and there, but this is just hard running, but it's not running to daylight.
Yeah.
He's not making people miss. So I think the running game has to open up in order to give Caleb Williams some more seconds back there, because those 3 seconds, yeah, he's kind of squirrely with only having 3 seconds in order to get the ball out.
Yeah, I agree. Just need some more confidence out the young man, and like with DeAndre Swift, a good point that my friend made. He was like, before he got picked up and everybody was highly about him, he was like, he's running behind one of the best old lines in the league when he's with the Eagles. Of course he's gonna look good. Holes are wide open. He just got to run straight to him.
Right.
Here, the Bears are asking him to be a little more physical, hoping he can be more of a physical back, and he did show some physicality. But I feel like that angst and that anger for that physical run kind of hindered him from really doing what great backs do and find the hole. Now, there is some things that I do appreciate, which he lowered his shoulder, got some yards, did some things,
That's true. Yeah.
but it's that that comes with the job with a give and take of having ball carrier vision. Sometimes you gotta fight for those extra yards because there is no blocker. It's just you and him. Other
Yeah,
times when you
that's
got a
true.
scheme going on an outside run, there's some cutback lanes, inside zones. You got some things that you can understand that maybe this A gap isn't open, but we're gonna go over to the B gap, or that he's in a one tech and we might have to have him get slashed down by the center. But there's some things that just overall the Bears, I feel like going forward, Caleb Williams' confidence and just really getting your receivers the ball. You got weapons. This is a good team offensively.
Yeah. And I do think that the tight ends, I think they missed a couple blocks early on in the game.
Mhm.
I understand it's trying to go against this great defense and just with the jitters of opening night. But I think they have to tighten that up for us because we're running two tight ends, and I
Right.
think and mainly we're using them as blockers. So I think they really got to work on their blocking. And I guess something I got here just to wrap up this segment is this just felt to me like the same old Bears, new faces, same failure.
Right.
Basically until Caleb can find his comfort zone and be able to hit receivers when they're open. Um, I don't know if the coaching that he has around him is going to make him any better. I
Right.
think he has to take that step. I think you do have the coach that's that's perfect for him in the packages, but everything is dependent upon Caleb to make those throws. And I think once he makes those throws, I think he's going to get more comfortable. I think the receivers are going to trust him more when they're running their routes, knowing that, hey, I'm up next. I could be the next one who's going to be getting the ball.
Right.
So I think next week we have Detroit. Um, do you think it's going to be redemption or you think it's going to be another collapse? I mean, Ben Johnson is going to be playing against his old team, and Detroit, look terrible. Everybody said the walls are crumbling. That first loss with Detroit, so I mean, these are basically they could be make it or break it games. I mean, this is a divisional game here too.
Yeah. Um, I really do believe that this next week's gonna really show the grit and the grind of both teams. Really show that preseason, off-season grind, those two-a-days, those days you don't get to see your family. It's really gonna show who really came into this year knowing that even if a couple rocks off the chin, are you gonna stumble and get up, or are you gonna go down for the count? And I feel like this, like you said, these divisional games are those rocks to the chin. So both teams know that these early games, not like everybody else who don't have divisional games, it's gonna really matter right here.
Yeah, I mean, beginning of the season. I mean, you're starting off with two divisional games. These are very important.
Yeah.
Bears, if you're listening or if you're seeing this, hopefully this is the last time I have to do this.
Oh no.
I know it won't be, but please may it not happen two games in a row.
We're hoping for it not to be.
All right then. All right. Well, that's another Tony and Tony All Things Podcast Pull Up Edition.
You know what to do. Pull up. Pull up, baby.
Pull up. Hey, this is the pull up show. We still got the key in the door.